Hello, good evening and welcome to this channel. Today we'll be reacting to the most explosive political interview of the week where Mr. Peter Obi sat with Rufai Oseni and things got completely unhinged. We're talking about a multi-billion naira embezzlement accusation, courtroom drama, and Peter Obi dropping a bet that could literally end his entire political career. So before we dive in, ensure if you've not subscribed to our channel, please ensure you do that to encourage what we do here. So quickly, let's dive into the discussion.
I'd like to ask you, infighting in your political party. Some people feel disgruntled. One of your lieutenant, Aisha Yusuf, feel disgruntled. Serake Diskin has come out to say that nobody's doing anybody a favor. What's happening in your political party? In fact, there were allegations that came out recently that Kenneth Okonkwo made you take him to court for 5 billion as regards monies exchanging hands in your political party. People are saying the NDC is not different from the APC you are castigating, and you are saying you are the ones that will change the order of things for democracy.
Let me assure you that whatever you think is infighting our party is nothing compared of what you see in other parties, and there's no issue. It's an issue when you have an organization. There's at times some disagreements or minor issues which we've been talked over, it's been resolved and everything. And that's it. The issue of taking Kenneth Okonkwo to court wouldn't have been there if only Kenneth stopped at even allegation.
Did he just say 5 billion naira? Look, in Nigerian politics, suing someone for defamation is the ultimate premium flex. But watch his body language here. He isn't sweating about it. He's basically saying, please come to court and expose me. I dare you. That takes massive guts or a perfectly clean record. From antecedents, when most Nigerian politicians hear the word expose, they immediately start buying medical collars to wear to court.
Okay. Arabambi, I don't know if you might know him, he was with you in the Labour Party.
Yes.
He said that you took a lot of the monies between you and yourself and Aisha Yusufu. The Labour Party donations, that you people monopolized the Labour Party donations. What's your take on that? Are you also ready? Because he also said he has some things against you, and he has, things that...
Well, we cannot go by people talking nonsensical, and listen to them. He said that he took from Labour Party account 10 billion naira, $13 million. You see, he mentioned an account. So there's, where is the account? You can't just go and listen to people who are walking on the street and talking. It will be wasting everybody's time. I want to see, in his own case, I consider it just, I don't know how to describe it. But then, maybe I'm going to include him very soon on people who I want them to come and prove.
So you will sue Arabambi too?
He's a faceless person without address.
Okay, so it's difficult to sue faceless people?
Yes, and if you are you going to be, people are just moving around. Can you invite him and invite me? Can you are an investigative journalist. If Arabambi can show you an evidence of an account where he can allege that 1% of what he said is missing, I'll stop campaigning.
You stop campaigning?
1%.
Okay.
Did you guys just hear that? Mr. Peter Obi just put his entire political career on a 1% margin of error. He said if just $130,000 or 3 million naira is proven missing, he stops campaigning. This is a wild gamble for a Nigerian politician. You see, in public relations, this is called a nuclear denial, where you don't just say, I didn't do it. You set a trap where your opponent gets to look foolish if they can't produce the receipt. But notice how he called Arambambi a faceless person without an address, saying you're only shouting on Twitter, but your house address isn't even on the Google map. This is pure savage.
No contractor who has executed his job will say he's being owed, and the month I left, while I left 17th, I provided enough money to pay salary of that month, pension, gratuity for that month, and left in covers of Anambra State government $150 million. Left 36 billion naira, and about the same amount in investment the day I left. All these things people are saying, oh, he took money here. Have you ever seen any thief who have left what he can steal, even in church? When you go to church, they say, mind your phone. I left $150 million. Nobody asked me to save in dollars, though. I saved money for Anambra State in dollars. Save money for them in naira. If the dollars are left is still there today, Anambra State would have been sitting on over $300 and something million.
Bro, did Peter Obi just compare Nigerian governance to a church where they tell you to watch your wallet? He's flexing that he left $150 million and 36 billion naira in the Anambra State coffers when he left office as a governor. Think about the economic insight here. Leaving money in foreign currency back as 2014 was an absolute masterclass against the inflation and the devaluation we are facing currently today as a nation. If they kept that money in dollars, you see, Anambra State would be eating good and feeding large right now. Instead, he's looking at his critics like, how can I steal just 10 million naira when I left millions of dollars untouched? Well, on this first segment, reacting to this interview with Peter Obi alongside Rufai Oseni, this is my take. Peter Obi really came out swinging with the sue me if you can energy. What do you guys think? Is the 1% bet a sign of absolute innocence, or is it a dangerous political gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button and stay tuned for the next segment, because next up we're going to look at why Peter Obi refuses to explain how he will give Nigeria electricity. Thank you very much for staying tuned, and see you on the next one.